Good evening, folks. Welcome back to WABS Baseball tonight. It's our last game of the night. Tonight we got the Wolves going up against the WABS. It's the Wolves' first game since winning the World Series back in Season 1. Let's see if they can continue that momentum this year and have another successful season. They've pretty much revamped their roster. They've got a lot of people gone and a lot of new faces, including First Last, their new GM, who's going to be on the mound today. He'll be pitching for him, and at first Johnny Blaze. Count's already at 1-1. Now 1-2, First Last looking for the strikeout here. That one's on the ground. Looks like Enzo Satrial's going to get there, and the throw to first is in time. That's not number 1. And that's going to bring up the right fielder bat flip. He was the first overall pick. Plenty of expectations on him to have a big season with his strong hitting stats, and he is going to get started right away. He's got a base hit into left field. I'm a little rusty. Alright, here's the third baseman, Melibrez. They're hoping he'll take a big leap this year after having a substandard rookie season. He's been working a lot on the hitting. He's hoping to show that off here as he's quickly behind 0-2 to First Last. That one's in the dirt. Lopez able to block it. Just a 1-2 pitch. And he struck him out. It's a nice slider from First Last. And that'll bring up the first baseman, Gavin Guile. First pitch. Slider is going to miss the zone. That pitch is up in the zone. Called a strike. Now 2-1. That one's going to be fouled away. And towards the dugout, here's the 2-2 count. And that one's on the ground. Griff Robbins going to dive for it. Throw over to first is in time. It's a nice catch and throw from Griff Robbins to retire the side. And alright, I got the hometown 9 up. Here's the Wisconsin Wolves. Batting first going to be Griff Robbins. First pitch from starter JB. It's going to be a foul ball. That pitch lifted in the air into right. Bat flip is going to be under this one. And he makes the catch. That's out number 1. And up the plate now, there's a third baseman, Drew Davis. Was a productive hitter in the World Series last year, hoping to continue that positive momentum into this season. And he's probably got some higher expectations now. He's one of their best hitters now after losing a lot of their best pieces, so he's got to be productive. He grounds out to third, and that's going to bring up their right fielder, Manny Johnson. Here's the first pitch to him. That's going to be lined and caught by Nakamura. That's out number 3. So we enter the top of the second, 5, 6, and 7 up for the War Beasts. And up's going to be Salvador Perez, the second. Who's also a rookie. He was the last pick. He was the last pick in the S2 WABS draft. Arguably one of the better catchers in the draft. Also the oldest at 24. Here's a 1-1 count. Now move to 1-2 as he blows the fastball by him. And that one's popped up in the foul territory. Looks like this first baseman McGee's under that one. He'll make the catch. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Makoto Nakamura. First pitch to him. It'll be a strike. And that one's also in there as he's quickly down 0-2. And he'll foul that one away. That one's in the dirt. It'll be ball 1. And that one's fouled back again. Here's the 1-2 count now from First Last. Fouled off again. He's able to fight off these nasty pitches. Another ball. Here's the 2-2 now. He's going to foul that one away. Good. Nakamura's really fighting here as he fouls another one off. And he hits one well down the line. It'll be a foul ball. And he'll finally get the strikeout, but that was a long at-bat. Very productive from Nakamura. That'll bring up the designated hitter, Paul Blackman, in his first game with the team. That first pitch is going to be in the dirt. That's ball 1. Now, First Last is a very strong, has very strong stuff with 80s in both velocity and accuracy, but his velocity and junk, but his accuracy is lacking a little bit at 50, I believe, right now. Still decent, but still, he's been throwing a lot of wild pitches, I've noticed, as count moves to 2-2. That one's fouled off. 2-2 count again from First Last. And it's another foul ball. However, he does have K Collector also, which boosts his stuff even more, as he gets the strikeout on a 98-mile-an-hour fastball to retire the side. And we got 4, 5, and 6 going up for the Wolves in this inning. And here is Julian Paredes, who was one of the best players and a pivotal player in the Wolves championship win. Though not the World Series MVP, he was probably in the top 3 considerations. As he fouls that one away. Here's a 1-1 count. That one on the ground. Johnny Blaze is there. Drove to first in time. That's out number 1. And that'll bring up the left fielder, Dante Chambers. First pitch. Strike in there. It's a nice slider. That one hit up the middle. JB's going to get a glove on it, knock it down. Throw over to first is not in time. He'll be in with an infield hit. And off the plate, here's Enza Satrial, the shortstop. A lot of rookies on this team. 5 to be exact. Both of these teams have 5 rookies on them. And he hit lines one over to right field. That'll be a base hit. And they've got 2 aboard here with 1 gone in the inning. And that'll bring up Carlos Lopez to the plate, the Season 1 World Series MVP. First pitch to him. That'll be a ball. That one will find the zone. Here's the 1-1 count. That slider is also gonna find the zone, as he's ahead 1-2 now. Slider misses. 2-2 count now. That curveball is not gonna miss by much, but that one on the ground to second. This could be a 2. It's a double play. So that was almost caught, but ends up being a 4-6-3 double play as we enter the 3rd scoreless. We're scoreless through 2, and up to the plate, here's Bam Bam Rubble, the center fielder. And he's got big shoes to fill, replacing the Gold Glove winner, Wiggleton McSquiggle Piper, who left for Denver in the expansion draft. He's down 1-2, and he hits that one on the ground. It's gonna be caught by hit on the line, caught by Satrial, and here's a Giga Chad McBot. He's batting 9th in left field. First pitch to him, and it's in there for a strike. That slider will miss. Here's the 1-1 count from First Last. That pitch will miss. That one's in. That swung on and missed. Here's the 2-2 now to McBot, and he'll get the swing and miss on the curveball for strike 3. And the lineup turns over. Here's Johnny Blaze, who's 0 for 1 today. First pitch. And he hits one pretty well out to center field. I think Paredes is going to be under it. Plenty of room, and that's the 3rd out. As 8, 9, and 1 are up for the Wolves, 2 bots, and their leadoff man. As Brian Ron is up to the plate, DHing. First pitch, strike, up the middle. And he'll find the zone again as he's quickly ahead 0-2. Hit down the line, it'll be a fair ball, and it gets past the 3rd baseman, it'll be a base hit. And here's the first baseman, Bumble Fumble McGee. Transition from right field to account for Manny Johnson. And he's quickly ahead 0-2. JB looking for the strikeout, and he backs him away a bit with a curveball. Here's the 1-2. Slider's fouled off. 1-2 again. That one will miss, not by much. And he'll get the strikeout on a nice slider. That looks like it went out of the zone. Here's Griff Robbins now, who's 0 for 1 today from the leadoff spot. First pitch. On a line, caught by Nakamura for out number 2. And no play at first. That'll bring up Drew Davis 0 for 1 today. First pitch is hit pretty well into center field. I don't think that might have a chance. It's going to be caught by Rubble at the track. So it ends up still no score. We're about a third through the game. And you've got 2-3-4 up. Here's Bat Flip, who's 1 for 1 with a single already today. First pitch from first last. Up the middle, taken for a strike. And he gives that one a good ride deep to right field. That one's got a chance. It's gone. That's Bat Flip's first home run of his career. As he's off to a hot start in his career at the 389-foot moonshot. And just like that, Bangkok's up 1-0. And that'll bring up Melly Brez to the plate, who's 0 for 1 today. And you gotta think that this WABS squad is rejuvenated after that home run. They've been real quiet all game. And now they've got a run on the board, and that's the first out as he grounds out. That'll bring up Gavin Guile, who's 0 for 1 today, but has very strong hitting stats, so he'll probably get something. He's always a threat to get a hit, or even extra bases. First pitch is a strike from first last. That one will miss. Here's the 1-1 count now. Hit on the ground up the middle will be a base hit. As they got 1 on 1 out now, and up to the plate is going to be Salvador Perez, the second, who's 0 for 1 today. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball up the middle, strike 1. And he swings and misses on strike 2, and he's looking to avoid a strikeout here. And that will miss. Here's the 1-2 count. That one fouled back. Here's the 1-2 again from first last. And he'll take a fastball in there for strike 3. And that'll bring up Makoto Nakamura, who's 0 for 1 today. Here's the first pitch from first last. And he'll foul that one straight back for strike 1. And he'll foul that one straight back. He's quickly down 0-2 here. And he'll hit that one on the ground. Satriel's going to get there, and he'll throw it over the second for out number 3. We got 3-4-5 up for the Wolves. And up to the players, Manny Johnson, who's 0 for 1 today. First pitch to him. That's a ball, not by much. And that one whacked up the middle. That's a base hit for Manny Johnson. First of his career. And that'll bring up the center fielder, Julian Paredes, who's 0 for 1 today. Picked up RBI here during the offseason. That's a big addition for him. We'll just make him a better 4-slot hitter. Perhaps he's hoping to emulate some other great sluggers at the center field position like Ken Griffey Jr., Willie Mays perhaps, as he's quickly down 1-2. 2-2 now as he takes that one. And he'll swing and miss at that one. That's strike 3, and that'll be out number 1 as we bring up Dante Chambers, who's 1 for 1 for single today. In fact, I believe he picked up the Wolves' first hit of the game. First pitch to him. That'll be a strike. Interesting call. It looked like it might have been a little high. That one is high for sure. The ball one. There's a 1-1 count. That one is popped up. Looks like Bat Flip's going to get to this one. He's under it. And he makes the catch. That's out number 2. And it'll bring up Angelo Satriel, who's 1 for 1 for single today. First pitch is hit well into the gap. That ball's got a chance. It's going to be out of here. Into the left center field seats. And just like that, the Wolves take the lead 2-1. First home run of Andreo Satriel's career, hoping to be the first of many for the young player. For the young shortstop. And up to the plate, here's Carlos Lopez, the catcher, who's 0 for 1 today. First pitch from JB, since giving up that home run, is going to be popped foul into the seats. That pitch is high. Here's the 1-1 count now. 1-2 now from JB. Lopez fouls that one away. Here's the 1-2 again. And that one nearly got him. Fastball up and in. As he fouls that one back, here's the 2-2. Hit on the ground, straight back to JB. Throw to first will be in time, and that's out number 3. But the Wolves do pick up 2 runs in that inning, and they take back the lead. It's 2-1 through 4. And that'll bring up Paul Blackman to the plate, designated hitter, who's 0 for 1 today. First pitch from first last is strike. Swung on a missed. That'll be a low one, ball 1. That one at the knees called a strike. Here's the 1-2. And that one didn't miss by much. Here's the 2-2. He hits that one well out to left field. Pitch is going to be off the wall. And that'll just be a long single for Blackman, as the left fielder had that one played perfectly. Here's Bam Bam Rubble now, who's 0 for 1 today. Has made a couple nice plays out in center field in his first game as a War Beast. And he'll try to bunt here. He'll take one for strike 1. And now he's showing power as he hits that one well, but well foul. Here's the 0-2 now from first last. Hit down to second. Taylor made double play. 4-6-3. He's got it. And that'll bring up Giga Chad McBot, batting 9th, who's 0 for 1 today. They're not really expecting him to do much from the left field position. He is a bot after all. And he just grounds that one to the pitcher. First last throw is in time, and that'll be out number 3. We are officially at the halfway point of the game. It's 2-1 Wolves through 4.5 innings. 4.5 innings. And here's Brian Wrong, who's 1 for 1 for a single today. First pitch from JB is gonna miss. That's ball 1. Hits that one into center field. Rubble's under it. Makes the play. That's out number 1. And now up here's Bumble Fumble McGee, who's 0 for 1 today. First pitch from JB. Taken for a strike. That one missed, not by much. Here's the 1-1. That one finding the zone. Here's the 1-2 count. And it's fouled back by McGee. Here's the 1-2 again. And this time strikes him out. That's another nice slider. He's been working that thing all game. That'll bring up Griff Robbins, who's 0 for 2 today from the leadoff spot. You gotta wonder if he doesn't prove this at the leadoff spot, whether they'll just take him out of there, because they've had some good production from the middle back of the lineup. And that one, they're on the ground. Nakamura's there. Throw to first is in time, and that's out number 3. As we end of the 5th, enter the 6th inning. 1-2-3 up for the War Beast. Here's Johnny Blaze, who's 0 for 2 today. Wasn't the most productive hitter last year. Hasn't been amazing so far, but could just, perhaps this will be it for him. As that one's in there. Here's the 1-1 count to him. Hit on the ground, ruled a foul ball. Here's the 1-2 now from first last. Hit on the ground to second. It's a roller, and won't beat it out. That's on number 1. And that'll bring up the locked-in bat flip, who's 2 for 2. He did have a little bat flip today after his first home run of his career, which gave the War Beast the lead, but they are now trailing after giving up a 2-run shot of their own. 1-1 now to flip. That'll miss. 2-1 now to bat flip. And that was a meatball, but just fouled away. Bat flip could have done a ton with that. And he'll head that one well out to right field. That ball's got a chance. It's going to be off the wall. That was nearly out again. But it'll just be a single, and bat flip's 3 for 3 today. And that'll bring up the third baseman, Melly Brez. He's 0 for 2 today. Looking for his first hit of the season. That one's high, and didn't miss by much. Ball 1. That one in there. 1-1 count now. Up the middle, fouled away. And here's the 1-2 now. That one popped up. It's going to be in the seats, though. Foul ball. And I cannot stress enough, bat flip just missed getting a home run by maybe inches. That was off the yellow paint on the top of the wall, and that'll get through for a base hit. And they've got runners first and second here with 1 out, and they've got the RBI hero Gavin Guile coming up. It's gonna be a pivotal at-bat in the game if he can hit it hard. If he can just hit it to the gap, they've got a run. And that one on the ground to second. That's a double play if McGee doesn't drop it, which he doesn't. That's a double play, and that's huge as they get out of the jam, especially at the bottom of the 6th. Here's Drew Davis, who's 0 for 2 today. Looking for that first hit of the season. Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled back. It was a low one in the zone. That one hit into center field. Rubble is under it, and he'll make the play. That's out number 1. And now that'll bring up Manny Johnson, the right fielder, who's 1 for 2 for single today, up the middle. First pitch to him. Slider, or maybe a curveball off the plate. That was a curveball, also high, but it's ball 2. And now ball 3 is JB in danger of walking him for the first time today. That one in the zone. That one swung on a miss as he's back to 3-2 here. Hit on the line, it'll be a foul ball. Here's the 3-2 count. And it'll find the zone for strike 3, and Manny not happy about that call, as it'll bring up Julian Paredes to the plate, who's 0 for 2 today. First pitch is a ball inside. That one missing. Here's a 2-0 count to him. That one missing. 3-0 now from Paredes, and he'll just walk on 4 pitches. Now, Paredes is a threat to steal here. He has 90 speed, and Perez isn't really known for his arms, so it's certainly possible we could have a steal attempt here. First pitch is high and outside for ball 1. That one on the ground to second. Sorry, out on the short. Throw over to first is in time. That's out number 3 to end the 6th. As we enter the 7th, it's still a 2-1 game. The Wolves have the lead. And up to the plate, here's Salvador Perez, who's 0 for 2 today. Batting from the right side of the plate. And that's it for first last. He had a solid game. Timothy Gibson will replace him out of the pen. First pitch strike from him. That one's a ball. Here's the 1-1 count. Slider's fouled off. 1-2 count. That'll miss. And he gets the strikeout. His first major league strikeout for Timothy Gibson, and that'll bring up Makoto Nakamura, who's 0 for 2 today. I feel like much of this WABS lineup has had some trouble against first last. Maybe he'll have some better luck against Gibson. First pitch strike to him. That one a little flare in the right field. Johnson's camped out, makes the catch. And that'll bring up Paul Blackman, who's 1 for 2 for singles today from the DH spot. First pitch to him from Gibson is a... Ooh, that one was a strike. That one looked off the plate, but... Alright, 1-1 count now. That one bounces in. Here's a 2-1 now. That one also bouncing into the plate. 3-1 count now. That one on the ground, it'll be a foul ball. 3-2, and he gets the strikeout. On the curveball, Blackman looked a little silly there as he was lunging out for that one. So we enter the bottom of the 7th. We stretch. Here's Endro Satrial, who's having himself a great day from the 6th spot. 2 for 2 with a homer and single today. First pitch to him. It's a high one for ball 1. As JB stays in the game. Hasn't thrown a ton of pitches, only at 74. His stats are completely fine. 2-1 count now. 3-1 now to Satrial. That one hit up the middle. It's a base hit. Satrial's 3 for 3 today. Is him and Batflip have pretty much the same stat line. 3 for 3, two singles, a home run. Here's Carlos Lopez, who's 0 for 2 today. First pitch. That's a strike. I think Satrial has an opportunity to steal here. He'll be checked on by JB, and he'll come back safely. That'll miss. Here's the 1-1 count to him. He'll check on him again. He's only got one more engagement left. And he'll miss. So I think Satrial's got the green light here to steal as Lopez moves the count to 2-2. And oh wow, I don't think that was a strike, but it's called strike 3. Gets some good framing from Salvador Perez. Made that one strike 3, and it'll bring up Brian Ron, and that'll be it for JB. They're going to bring in Hexaqua Kekion in his clutch trait to sort this one out, as that one's popped up. Nakamura's under it, and he'll make the catch. That's out number 2. And that'll bring up the 9th hitter, Bumble Fumble McGee, who's 0 for 2 in this game. First pitch is foul back. 0-1 now. Now 0-2 is that one. Just clipped the zone. And that strike 3 is, he blows the fastball by him. As we enter the 8th inning, still 2-1. Both teams have 6 hits in the game. And up to the plate, here's Bam Bam Rubble, the center fielder. He's 0 for 2 today. First pitch. That's going to be a strike to him. And he'll time up with the curveball, and this time he gets by him for a base hit by the shortstop. Paredes going to get to it. It will just be a single for Bam Bam. He's 2 for 3 today. And that'll bring up Giga Chad McBot, who has a pretty rough stat line, 0 for 2 today. Perhaps we could see a bunt here. And nope, he'll just swing. Strike 1. That'll miss. Now on 1 count to McBot. That'll miss. Here's the 2-1 to him. He hits that one foul. He's down to his last strike. 2-2 count. And he'll strike out. And that'll bring up Johnny Blaze, who's 0 for 3 today. Still looking for that first hit out of the leadoff spot. First pitch to him. That's a strike. 0-1 is hit to Patrial. This could be 2. And no. Blaze's speed will break that up. And that'll bring up Bat Flip here. He's 3 for 3 today. He's locked in. And all of his hitting stats are completely maxed out. And you would be surprised if he gets another big hit here. If he gets something good to hit. 1-1 count to him. And he hits that one pretty well into center field. But no chance. Paredes with some range over to his right to make the catch. As we enter the bottom of the 8th, here's Griff Robbins, who's 0 for 3 today. First pitch from Kekion is a strike at the knees. That one fouled off. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Kekion. 1-2 count now. 1-2 count again as he fouls it away. Another foul ball. 1-2 again to Robbins. Change up in dirt. And that one hit the center field. Rubble's underneath it, and will make the catch. That's out number 1. Brings up Drew Davis, who's 0 for 3 today. These first 2 slots have contributed pretty much nothing to the lineup today. First pitch from Kekion, who's clutch. Strike 1. And he hits that one to left. And Giga Chad McBot with the catch. And that'll bring up Manny Johnson, who's 1 for 3 with a single today. That was a hard hit ball from Davis, just right at Giga Chad McBot. As that first pitch is fouled back. Change up, missing the zone. Slider. Swung on and missed. Here's the 1-2 count. High fastball is laid off. And he'll get him with the slider for strike 3. As we enter the top of the 9th, WABS with our last 3 batters, potentially, of the game. It's going to be Melly Brez up first. He's 1 for 3 with a single. They've been considering him for the leadoff spot, but decided to put Johnny Blaze there. Hasn't really worked out today. Brez is 1 for 3 today. Just a single for him today. That one's outside, ball 1. That's strike 2. And he'll strike him out. Good slider. Inside. And it'll bring up Gavin Guile, 1 for 3 with a single today. As Gibson's been lights out of the pen. 4 Ks for him in 2 innings pitched. And that one's on the ground. Robbins makes the throw. And that's out number 2. They're bound to their final out. Here's Salvador Perez, who's 0 for 3 today. First pitch from Gibson. It's gotta be high. Here is and he hits that one high and deep to right. And just like that, the game continues. It's a home run from Salvador Perez II. What a huge play in this stage of the game. 416 feet to right. And the young slugger's got himself his first home run of his career, as the Warbeasts tie it up in the 9th on their final breath. And that brings up Makoto Nakamura, 0 for 3 today, looking for that first hit of the game against Gibson. First pitch is a ball. That one is in there. 1-1 count. That one is in there. 1-2 now to Nakamura. And he'll pop it up. Just like that, Nakamura's 0 for 4 today if Davis can make this catch. And that's what he'll do as we enter the bottom of the 9th. Hex within crunch time, hoping to send the game to extras. As Paredes up to the plate here, who's 0 for 2 with a walk. Kagion's got to face the red-hot middle of the order for the Wolves. And that one, fair ball. Paredes with the catch. And throw to first in time. Here's Dante Chambers, who's 1 for 3 with a single today. Pressure is about as high as it can be. This Kakion was pretty much maxed out stats. Yes. First pitch is a ball. That one, 103 on the radar gun. He's throwing gas. His changeup at 90 fans him. Here's the 2-2 count as he misses the zone. And he'll paint the corner with the fastball for strike 3, and that'll bring up Enjo Satrial, who's been lights out today as the shortstop. 3 for 3, home run and 2 singles for him. And as maybe no, they won't give him the intentional pass. The pitch to him. 1-1 count to him now. Ooh, 1-2 after a good slider. Change up in the dirt. Here's the 2-2 count, fouled off. Looking for the strikeout here to send it to extras, and he's fighting him off. 2-2 count. And he gets the zone. Called strike 3, and we've got some extra innings here. 7, 8, 9 up for the Warbeasts. And here's Paul Blackman, who's 1 for 3 with a single. The runner is on second as we are using that rule. It's going to be, I believe, Nakamura. So the first pitch is a ball. And that one on the ground to third. The throw to first is in time, and that's a huge out as Bam Bam Rubble sets up the plate. He's 1 for 3 with a single today. A single or shot to the gap. Anything deep enough to the outfield is going to bring in Nakamura if it can fall. Nakamura's not the slowest runner. That one on the ground, foul. He's down 0-2. He'll hit it to center field. Is Nakamura going to tag up here? No, he's not going to try to tag up. He's going to stay on second here as they bring Giga Chad McBride up to the plate. He's tense, 0 for 3 today. This is not the guy you want up to the plate in this situation. But they'll try to make it work, I guess, as that first pitch is a ball to him. And he pops it up. McGee is ranging over, and he'll make the play. And just like that, Wolves have a chance to win this game. They got a runner on second. And 3 outs to bring him home. As Carlos Lopez is up to the plate here. He's 0 for 3 today. And Kakion's looking fantastic so far. First pitch is a little blooper. It's going to be caught by Blaze. See, he tracks it down with his elite speed. Brings up Brian Ron, who's 1 for 3 with a single today. And Golden Field's just a beautiful sight, especially in games like this, when it's a great game. As the first pitch is a strike to Ron. That one's going to miss. Here's 1-1 count now from Kakion. And he'll fan with the fastball. Here's the 1-2. And he'll foul it back. Staying alive here. Oh, thought about it, but holds off. And he'll get the strikeout here. So down to their last out is if they get the out here, they're gonna force the 11th inning. It'd be the longest game in WABS history if we reach the 11th inning. As McGee takes a strike and takes a ball. 1-1 count now from Kakion. And that one's gonna miss, not by much though. 2-1 count. Inside. Strike 2. Full count now. And it'll strike him out. So the game continues. We enter the 11th inning. And 1-2-3 up for the War Beast and for the Wolves. As Johnny Blaze is up to the plate here. It's 0 for 4 today. Still hoping for that first hit of the game, and it could not come at a better time. They need a hit here to take the lead. And he hits that one well to the gap. That one's going to be off the wall. And Blaze is into second, and the run's going to score. It's now 3-2 War Beasts. What a huge, huge hit from Johnny Blaze, and that'll bring up the red-hot backflip, who's 3 for 4 with a home run and 2 singles in the game. Wouldn't be surprised if maybe they intentionally walk him, and they're going to bring in a new reliever, Homer McBot. And they'll keep in, and they're not going to give Batflip the intentional pass here. That one on the ground. Throw over to first is going to be in time to get Batflip. And it'll bring up Melly Brez here, who's 1 for 4 with a single. First pitch from McBot. Inside, ball 1. That one's high, it's in ball 2. That one's in there. 2-1 count now. And that one's fouled off. Here's a 2-2 count now to Melly Brez. And he'll hit that one decently well out to center field. Blaze is gonna tag up on it, and there will be no play. As he slides into third safely. An all-base hit gives him some insurance here. And here's Gavin Gallup at the plate, who's 1 for 4 today. He's got RBI Hero active. Maybe they're gonna give him the intentional pass. No, they won't. They'll pitch to him. Fouls off the first one. Here's the 0-1. It'll find the zone. Here's the 0-2 pitch to him. And he'll strike out. That's a nice strikeout from Homer McBot. And now our run here from the Wolves ties the game and sends us to some more extras as Griff Robbins is up to the plate, who's 0 for 4 today. We saw a 0 for 4 hitter get his first hit last inning. Let's see if the other one can do it, as he's quickly down 0-2 here. Robbins takes ball 1. That one on the ground. Blaze Cat is with the throw to first, and that's one out, as the runner will not advance, as he thought that was going to be caught. Here's Drew Davis now, who's also 0 for 4 today. And that'll be it for Kekion. A fantastic outing for him. 4 innings, 6 strikeouts, nothing else. No hits for him. Beautiful performance from Hex, as the count moves to 1-1. Now 1-2 count. And McBot, that one's well outside. I don't think a blind old lady would swing at that one. That one's foul. Another foul ball. Here's a 2-2 count. 3-2 count now. Another 3-2 to Drew Davis. And that one lifted into left. McBot is under it. He will make the catch, and that's out number 2. They're down to their last out of the game. They gotta pull something off here, and here's Manny Johnson, who's 1 for 4 with a single today. And he does represent the winning run. The tying run is on second. And Sergio McBot is the only thing standing between Manny Johnson's the only thing standing between the War Beasts and their first win of the season. As that one missing. Here's a 2-1 count from Johnson. That one is low. 3-1 count, and he'll get the walk here. So it'll bring up Julian Paredes, who's 0 for 3 with a walk today, with RBI Hero active. It's the winning run on first here from McBot. First pitch to him is outside, and no runners will advance on the pass ball, I believe. As that pitch is a strike. Here's the 1-1 count now to Paredes. He reaches for that one, and he's down to his last strike. 1-2 count. And it's caught by Melly Brez, and the game is over. The War Beasts pick up the win. The hot corner saves the game for the War Beasts, and they pull one off in extra innings in the 11th. What an ending. Yeah, as the War Beasts take this one 3-2 in the 11th. What a game. Lots of home runs, lots of action. Well, not a ton of action, but plenty of home runs to go around. Hexaqua Kekiong gonna pick up the win. Sergio McBot with the save. Timothy Gibson will get the loss, despite a solid outing from him. And players of the game, first last is the third star. 6 innings pitched, 6 hits allowed, 1 run allowed, 5 Ks. Second star is Batflip, who hit a home run, his first of his career for run driven in. And first star is going to be the shortstop Enzo Satrial with a 2-run home run and 2 singles to his name. Just pretty similar stat line to Batflip. And that's going to do it here as the War Beasts take one from the Wolves on the road. And yeah, thank you all for watching. We'll see you probably in a couple days for our next games. And yeah, we'll see you then. Good night from Wisconsin. Have a good night.